What is up, everybody? My name is Andrew, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival on Pertam. This is the last episode of this series, which is crazy to think. It's been going on for 3 years, but it's the last episode because the ship is pretty much built. And in this episode, we're gonna finish it up, and we're gonna take off from Pertam, never to see it again. I did a couple things off camera. I'm sure you can see a couple of them down below. All the lights are now looking a little bit better. In fact, let me go down there and show you what we've done off camera. Not too much, but like a little bit of a lighting pass. I think this looks pretty good. It's a nice kind of bright, cold light for the hangar. And if we press this button here, you'll see that some of the lights turn off. This goes, and wait for it. Once it opens, the rest of the lights turn off. So you now have like a pitch black cabin. Now those lights don't turn off. I guess that's fine. I forgot to add them to the timer, but I guess it's fine. And when we close this, it does the same thing in reverse. So if I close that, you'll see that those start flashing. We will, once it closes, we'll get the lights back on in just a couple of seconds. Come on, you can do it. Reavers are going to spawn, by the way. That's an ember, okay. You'll see the lights are back on. I turned up the Reaver spawn settings quite a bit, so just so that it can be maybe a little bit cinematic when we leave. So yeah, but what else did I do off camera? Oh, there's one really cool thing I did off camera, but I want to save that one to the end. Let me show you what I did on the outside. So for these, I have these weapons right here, these custom weapons. I made a second set of custom weapons over here as well. So we now have those custom weapons also. So these are now fully operational and looking good. I also made another variation of our little drone. This is like it's almost the same drone, except it has Gatling guns instead of auto cannons. Okay, we did that. We also redid the front just a little bit here. You can kind of see it. We'll wait until it's morning. It's nighttime for a very specific reason here, so I can show you something. But yeah, we redid the front here so it looks a little bit nicer, and I think it really does look a little bit nicer. And the cool thing is in there, you can kind of see what it is. It's a little area where you can hang out, but I did a little bit of script work, and I'm really proud of it. So let's hop over here and go inside so I can show you what we've done over here. And hopefully a Reaver doesn't spawn. Every time it stutters for a second, I think a Reaver's gonna spawn. But anyway, this is the nice little hangout room. Oh, you'll notice a programmable block. I wonder what that is. We'll see it in just a second. There's a jukebox also. And then, you know, like a little chill area where you can hang out and talk to your friends. Maybe a little area you can eat, a little bar. But anyway, the jukebox. Let's go to a cool song. And I hope this isn't copyrighted. If it is, it's fine. Cool song, button. Button. There it is. There's our little disco room, our little dance room. We've got that script right there is basically updating all these colors and those colors right there and making it a cool little place to hang out. I think this is one of the songs that they community made for they had a competition for the songs. But anyway, yeah, that is that. You can turn it off. You can turn it just white if you want it to just be normal lights, and you can turn it to a disco button or a disco scene as well. So I think that's really cool. But anyway, yeah, that's a bathroom as well. Obviously, you have to have a bathroom. But yeah, that's pretty much all the work we did. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Okay, yeah, I think that's actually everything. So what we're gonna do this episode is pretty much do the final parts of the ship, which is not that much that we have to do left. It's pretty much done. All we have to do, we have to weld up those things up there. We have to do a tiny bit of a lighting pass, because I did some of the lights for the major rooms, but not some of the other ones. Like the back room over there doesn't have very many lights on it. We also have one custom turret we have to add back there. And we have to get some ships in here because we have a lot of these little ship areas, which by the way, also have orange lights next to them. I think that's kind of cool. So we got to get some ships in here. And then after that, I think we'll be pretty much good to take off into the sunrise over there. Of course, it won't be the sunrise when we do take off, but yeah. Maybe we'll try to paint the ship as well. That's something I didn't do off camera that we can definitely do. So let's start with something really, really simple. Let's start with the lighting of the back over here, because this is one area that I haven't done any lighting for, and it's back here. And I don't really know what kind of light I want. Where's my, there we go. I don't really know what kind of lighting I want back here. We got some red lights up there, which I kind of like, but maybe I want to get some down here that are, I don't know, like maybe like a deep like reddish and orange or something. I don't know, something that would make you know that this is the engine room. So let's get some lights in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put not spotlights, but maybe some of these, one right there and one right here. I'm thinking let's get those welded up and get them color changed, an orangish color, maybe something like that. I don't know if that's gonna look good, but we'll bump the radius all the way up to like 8 lower the intensity just a tiny bit, turn off our flashlight, and now we have kind of a nice engine room light with some engine room colors. We've got the orange down here, the red up there, and I think that actually looks pretty good. Oh, we have to weld up these stairs. Something I've forgotten. But yeah, now if you look down, you have like red with a tinge of orange. I think I kind of like that. That's nice. So as simple as that was, I think I'm fine with the lighting for that room. Let's hop on over. I love the contrast of the warm light of the living area to the colder light of the hangar over here. I think that's really kind of cool. But let's hop over here, run into our cockpit, because I think that room also doesn't have very many lights. So let's go over here, and we definitely need to get something. Oh, beautiful sunrise right there. That is amazing. I just love it. The sunrise on Pertam, there's no other planet beats the sunrise on Pertam. Granted, I have never lived on the alien planet, nor have I lived on one of the moons, I think. But yeah, the sunrise on Pertam is just beautiful. Let's get a light in here, maybe like right. Oh, this is when I changed the front. In fact, we can go look at the front in a second. Are you guys heavy armor? Yeah, you are heavy armor. There we go. We'll get that back in like that. And in fact, I'll change the color of these pillars as well, because I think I kind of like the whiter. Oh my gosh. Hi, sun. How's it going? Okay. Boom, boom. Ain't it great to be crazy? Right there. And just a couple more. And right there. Perfect. Okay. So we now have that. And here I'm standing here. I'm like, oh, lighting is fine. It's perfectly well lit. No, it's just because the sun is out. I can't forget that we have to actually light our rooms. We're just gonna go for a boring old light. I'm gonna get like a cooler, maybe a purple light. I really don't know how that's gonna look, and we're not gonna know until it's nighttime. We'll go for 8, lower the intensity just a little bit, and hopefully that'll look good once it's nighttime. Let's hop outside the ship and look at it from a new perspective. Now that we have the sun. So you'll be able to see the front work that I did. I changed up the design just a little bit for this thing, adding these corner windows I think looks a little bit better. And I also added this lip, which I think goes a little bit better with the top right there. So I made this look a little bit more cohesive. And then also you'll see that we used to have, if you go back last episode, actually, I was talking about this at the end. We used to have a slanted 45-degree angle on the cockpit part right here. And I changed it to match kind of the angle of this. And I also changed the angles down here as well. So I think all in all, it looks a little bit better than it did before. I also added a bunch of these spotlights, which I think look cool. We have a couple of them on the outside right there, spotlight right there, and I think that looks pretty awesome. Off the little control tower. What are you? Oh, we do have a Reaver aggressor, and that actually looks pretty big because I can see the size of it from here, which kind of worries me. But you know, I mean, I guess since it's big, you know what? We'll go over here. We'll hop over here into our weapon and see if we can actually do anything to help out our little cannons. Let's see, how big is this guy? Oh Lord, that is massive. That's a massive ship. That kind of worries me. It might be fine though. We have lots of custom turrets on our giant ship there. Once it gets within, I don't know, 1.2, I think is the range or something like that, we'll light it up. So right about here, I'll fire one. That was a miss. We'll wait for it to kind of stand still a little bit. Fire again. That was, I didn't see. Everything is lighting it up. Keep firing, everybody. Keep firing. We need hits. How is our railgun? Okay, our railguns are loading, but it's gonna take a second. He's firing at our main base, I think. Oh, it went right into the main base. I don't know if I can actually hit him from here. We have no railgun shots available yet, but everything's firing close range. We've got those custom turrets firing. It looks like this guy's not long for this world. Let's go ahead and, is our railguns ready? There we go. I think he's down for the count. Yeah, he just split into a couple pieces. But you know what? Just because we're angry with what he did to our little tower right there, I'm gonna give him one more right there, right in that piece. Boom, take that. That's right. And you know what? One more right in the engine. Why not? Because I'm angry. Oh! Okay. I think I learned my lesson there. The ship, I don't think, took very much damage here. It looks like they shot at one of... Oh, they severed our connection. Okay. And they shot at this guy right here, but not that much damage all in all. This took a little bit of damage, but it looks like he actually drove into the mountain, not really the base. This is kind of from other stuff. In fact, he might have even hit this guy, which was kind of poking out a little bit further, if I remember correctly. He dropped a little bomb of ice on Honk the Tonk. But yeah, all in all, I think that went pretty well. That went better than expected. Let's go ahead and repair up this guy, and we can't really take too many more of those fights. If he had targeted this ship, that would not have been good at all. So I'm glad that he didn't do that. Can I repair you? Just gonna use that. Okay, that connection is back up, meaning we can probably use this now. If I want to repair this guy, I can hop into here, grab its stuff. Can I withdraw? Wait, hang on, why not? Okay, let's go ahead and switch lock this guy. It wasn't actually connected. Despite this thing not actually moving, when I put that back on, these were not connected, but now it is, so we should be good. All right, let's hop over here, grab some pieces, and weld this back up. Now the Reavers are going to keep coming, so we have to be a little bit careful, and we have to get things done rather quickly because they are gonna try to stop us from leaving. They like us too much. Okay, I think we're good on lighting. Let's start adding some of our ships to this ship right here so they don't get destroyed by the Reavers if they come. Now, I think they're kind of safe in the hangar, but they're also safe in our ship, considering it's like the same or more level of protection. So we are going to be taking the Ice Eater, we're gonna be taking this guy, and we're gonna be taking our mining ship down there. So let's hop into this guy first. We'll bring up our welder because actually, I think I know where I'm gonna park him. I'm gonna park him, yeah, okay. I think we've got the spot. Let's put this to normal. Take off in this guy. Now, I hope it's not too heavy. I did a very quick little hover test with this guy off camera as well, just to make sure that it could fly with all the new thrusters that we had, and it was able to fly successfully. So that is good. Okay, this is closed, and in fact, it comes to my attention, we do not have a way to open this from outside the ship. Is that fine? Probably. I mean, we don't really want people coming over to our thing and opening it and then getting in that way. But let's head down here, hit the button, let this thing open. Oh, right, it takes a second because it's got to suck all the air back in. Okay, let that thing open, and here we go. The first ship coming inside the large. We haven't even named this guy yet, have we? The large ship. I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna angle it this way so we can park it in this very close, quick access slot. There we go, and we're gonna have connection right there. Let's press number 8, press number 9 so we can start recharging, and look at that, the first ship. Now, we didn't really leave very much room for this, but, no, on second thought, it can fit. It's gonna be a little close, but it could fit. Let's go ahead and bring the Ice Eater 9000, and actually, can I, it's a remote ship. Can I grab it from here? No, it doesn't look like I can grab it from here, unfortunately. That's fine. There we go, we are in control now. Let's go ahead and drive this guy over to the new ship. Okay, we did get it connected. It took a second. The cameras were really confusing me a little bit, but we did finally get it connected right there. Now the landing gear, we can maybe do without the landing gear. I forgot what we needed it for, but yeah, we don't need the landing gear anymore. But anyway, yeah, there we go, the Ice Eater 9000. So I realized that they do actually have 3x3 blocks that would fit perfectly right here. For some reason I didn't realize, I forgot that they existed, but like I don't think they're in this. Oh, they are actually in this, never mind. I'm just crazy. Okay, 3x3 blocks, we can actually place them like this, and they're gonna line up perfectly with these. I totally forgot that Space Engineers had those, but now I remember. Can we even? I don't know if we have enough stuff. Let's see. Oh, we do actually have enough stuff for some of these. I'm doing it with my hand. It would probably be easier with a ship, but we have a container right there, so it's not too difficult. Eventually, we're gonna run out of bulletproof glass, but oh, yep, there we go. We've run out of bulletproof glass, so we're out a little bit because we don't have any silicon on the base, which is a bit of a problem, but it's fine. All right, I know we still have to get the mining ship on board, but I think the next thing we should do is probably try and paint this thing. Now, what paint have we done on board the ship? We haven't really done very much painting. I think everything's pretty much normal colored. We have a little bit of white right here, but we can redo that. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the entire ship one color and then come back through and paint like accents everywhere else. I think that'll probably be the easiest. So let's go ahead, and I don't know if we need to disconnect it from the base. I really don't. Actually, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. Let me, oops, running into the glass. Let me hop out of here. I'm gonna save the game, and then I'm gonna try and paint the whole ship. Here, let me save before we paint. Just so that if, you know, it happens to paint the entire rest of the base, we can revert back to that. So someone mentioned that it would be a cool idea to have sort of a Pertam color of the ship. So I think what we're gonna start with, I actually, you know what? I'm looking at this now and I actually do kind of like the dark color of the ship, but it could definitely use a little bit. I like the red weapons up there. I think that looks really good. But I think we need to first paint it with some sort of armor skin, because we have all these skins down here. I think maybe we'll use, I don't wanna use battered. We might use, well, we could use dust, but we've already used that for the base a little bit. Maybe like what would a camouflage black look like? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the paint, and I already saved it, so if it paints the rest of the ship, we'll know. Yeah, so it didn't. Okay, so, well, I mean, that, it's kind of cool. That's a kind of cool color, the digital camo. Let's see what else we got. Oh gosh, something tells me that ain't it. Little bit of glamour. It's very sparkly. I mean, war-torn is a cool look, but this ship hasn't really been in any wars other than that little section that got beat up by the Reaver. There we go. I think we found the camo. I think this is it. This is the look. Camouflage. The red little turrets on the top. That's funny. Oh, River Thrasher. Where? Over there. Doesn't look that big. He's coming from an angle that means he might attack our museum. But we do have these weapons online. I don't know if they have ammo. I know the Gatling one does, but I guess we'll find out. Oh my god, we have music coming in from the bottom down here. There we go. Wow, it's actually fitting. Let's let them handle that guy while we listen to our music. Oh my gosh. And right into our fortress. Yeah, that music was fitting. Thank you, Jukebox. That was actually really good. Really good timing. Let's go see what he did over here. He kind of hit this guy in the side, fuel for sure. Low. Oh, we're out of fuel already. Wait, what? We just had full fuel. Uh-oh.
Fuel critical.
We're in trouble. Well, it's been nice knowing you guys. We're going down the mountain. And there goes our backpack. Rule number 1 of space engineers, always remember your hydrogen. All right, anyway, still painting. I'm trying to figure out what would look good, but this is like the hardest part of building a ship for me is the painting. That's why I usually keep everything one color. Okay, so if I go to my Pertam color and just paint everything this color, now that doesn't actually look that bad. I thought it would look worse. That doesn't look that bad. So now I could go over to this color and use this as sort of an accent color, and that might look good. So I'll do what I had before up here, where I have all this dark color right there. Oh, we got a vibe going on down here. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so if we do something like that, that actually looks pretty good. I like these colors together. All right, how is that looking? I think that looks pretty good. I added a couple black lines on the bottom and they kind of come all the way to the front where they meet up right there. So you have a couple black lines down there, which I think looks pretty good. And other than that, I think this looks pretty good. I like the black right there. I think I really like this checker pattern we did there. And I think as an accent color, it's looking good. Maybe I'll do some more checkers over here, actually. We'll throw black in the corner right there and then have our checkers. I missed a checker. Oops. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. From the top, it looks really cool. We need to weld up those two, but yeah. We need to do a welding pass where we weld up these two. We get that guy done right there. And what else do we need to do? I think we're pretty much done. I think the ship is pretty much there. There are maybe a couple, if it becomes nighttime, which it actually is going to pretty soon, I'll add a couple ambient lights up here. Someone had a really cool idea where I add some nice blue ambient lights, some very light blue ambient lights up there, so that when you're looking up, you can see them, and here you can see them, but they're just like really faint. And I think that'd be a cool idea. So let's actually, you know what, the one here, let's grab some hydrogen first so I don't fall, because it's getting a little bit low right there, and I don't want to run out. But we'll grab some hydrogen, and then we'll go up and do the turret, because there's one turret in the back that I want to add. This one right here is the turret in question. So how do we do this? I think we added a hinge next. So I'd throw a hinge bit right there, and then I'd remove this guy. Then I would add, that's the rotor. Then I would add this guy, a small head. Oh wait, no, that's not how I did it. No, what am I thinking? I need to do the cool thing. All right, Ice Eater, do your thing. Put it right there. Up a little bit, down a little bit. Down a little bit. Perfect. Almost perfect. Will it still work if I attach? Whoa! Break it! Break the connection! Sever! Oh my gosh. Okay, what kind of weapon do we want to have on here? Probably just like a Gatling in the back or something like that. Nothing too crazy. So one right there, one on the opposite side, and then two right here. One right there and one right here. Okay, so that'll be our back defense, guarding us from anything that tries to hit us in the back. Okay, next thing, what we need is a bunch of heavy armor. Okay, there we go. That one's built up. Let's hop over here and grab, we don't have our red anymore. So let me go over to one of our weapons, grab our red color, and then we can give it to this guy right here. Perfect. Okay, we now have one weapon in the back. That is looking good. Okay, I think now we've sorted it out. For some reason, one of our weapons was eating it all. But now we have ammo. Well, one of us does. Why does the other guy not have ammo? I don't know why some of my guys don't really auto-populate ammo. I can give them to them manually, and it works fine. But they don't give themselves ammo sometimes. A little weird, but now if I control, you'll see we all have ammo. Okay, perfect. So we can now fight the incoming Ember, I guess. I don't know. That's a cool looking ship. All right, that looks pretty good. I think one of the things we have to do left is let's try and get a mod that auto closes these doors so that they don't stay open all the time. So I'm gonna exit the game real quick and I'm gonna look for a mod. I think some people recommended some, so let me take a look at them real quick and see if we can get one that closes the doors for us. Okay, welcome back. I have a script now over here, and it's using Whip's airlock door, Whip's auto door and airlock script, and it auto closes these doors after about 3 seconds. So if I press this right here and wait about 3 seconds, it'll automatically close them. Now it's got a separate functionality also that allows it to do airlocks. So if I try to open this and then open this one, because I've configured these like airlocks, I cannot open this one. So I have to wait for that one to close, then this one will allow me to open it. Same thing if I do this. I have to wait for that one to close, then this one can open. Which is kind of cool. And to do that, all you have to do is configure them so that they have airlock. They have prefix airlock interior and then airlock exterior in the name. So it's I like it. Pretty cool script. Thank you to whoever suggested that in the comments. It was a good suggestion. Okay, so what else do we still need to do? We got the doors auto closing. That's really good, which means we have a lot of this stuff able to pressurize. Of course, this can't because the door's open, but that's fine. I think the only thing left for us to do in our mission is to, let's start by going to get some silicon. We're gonna get some silicon in the ship, the mining ship. Then we're gonna move the mining ship on board, either there or up there. I'm not sure which. Then we'll move some materials on board. And at that point, I think we'll pretty much be ready to take off and leave the base behind. Of course, we'll do a little base tour of everything we've done in this series. Before it gets dark, let's hop in this ship and do the quick mission to get some stuff. Okay, so where would I find some silicon? I actually don't know where it is. Do we have a marker on here for some silicon? Yeah, I don't think we have any silicon marked anywhere near here, so we're gonna have to go find some. Yes, we found some silicon. Okay, we're gonna go grab some of this, and that should allow us to make our windows. For the windows of the ship, we're gonna weld all of it with our welding ship. This is the last ore that we're gonna mine on Pertam. Can you believe that? The last of the ores. A little bit of silicon. We don't need that much. How much do we have? We have 50K. Honestly, that's probably fine. We don't need that much. Let's go ahead and right click so we can get ourselves out of here because we're getting a little stuck already. It's nighttime, so we can work on those lights back at the ship. And you know what? We can land this thing directly on the ship. There it is. You see, you see all those lights sticking up into the sky on the fortress? It's kind of funny. Of course, the fortress looks like it's floating because the mountain doesn't render in until we're close enough. This base is littered with like ships and stuff. I see one up there. There's a big one up there. That's the one that we fought earlier this episode. And by we fought, I mean the fortress fought technically. River Thrasher. Oh gosh, get inside. Get inside. Get inside, please. I'm gonna put you right down here. Just park you right there for a second. Boop. Hop out. And let's see if we need to do anything. Do we need to do anything about a Thrasher? I don't know that we do. But do you guys even have ammo, by the way? I don't know if they do. I guess we'll find out. There's our Reaver Thrasher. He's attacking... Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so bright. He's attacking our Dune power bank and our museum. He's up there. So that is the base shooting. I don't think these guys have ammo. Good shots. I think I saw a hit. Yeah, these guys definitely don't have ammo. Can I fix that? Assault cannon, artillery. But I can't put it in. Why not? Oh, hang on. Okay, I can give our assault cannons things. Yeah, so our assault cannons now have stuff, but somehow our artillery turret is not connected. All right, you know what? If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Okay, we missed. So much for doing something right. There we go. That's a hit. And he's going down. Is he? Yeah, he's going down. Hopefully not on top of our museum. Well, let's go see what he's done. Yeah, okay, he went down over there. Not on the museum, but kind of in the area. So he did a little bit of destruction over there. That's gonna show up in our little world tour, probably. Oh my gosh, you see the lights? I think our script stopped working because they're not changing colors anymore. Okay, there we go. So we now have some ships here. And actually, I'm very glad we kept this because now we can actually go under this ship. Otherwise, we would have been blocked by it. So that I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, that silicon should now flow. So we had a bit of a problem up here where the artillery turret is not actually connected. This thing is supposed to go back and connect to everything, but it doesn't. Unless we connected it this way. No, we didn't. I think we were meant to connect it back here. All right, there we go. It's now connected. So we should now have artillery shells in there. Let's run into here, look for our artillery turret. We'll go to storage 1 because for some reason they're not pulling from this main area. So let me grab like 20 of these. So yeah, okay, we are able to now connect to that. Perfect. Okay, right. So we now have these connected. That's good. We have our silicon that should be refining. So if I go over here now and try to weld those up, I should be able to. Okay, we're getting bulletproof glass now because it's able to process. Can I withdraw 30 bulletproof glass? Okay, it's gonna take one more trip. There we go. We should have everything now. And kabam. Okay, everything is now welded. We have everything on the ship welded, I believe. There might be a couple blocks here and there that aren't welded, but for the most part, it's welded. Let's do that lighting pass that I wanted to do as well. So let me get a couple construction components, and then let's do some blue lighting right here. Do it right there. Get these welded up. And these will be like some nice, like blue, very low intensity interior lighting. I think that looks pretty good. Can I make them darker, I wonder? There we go. I like that much better. A dark blue interior light down there. And what does that look like from the deck down here? Let's run down here and check it out. Ooh, yeah, I like that. It gives it just a little bit of an accent right there. And then, actually, most of the light we're getting from here is from these headlights. Let me see if I can hop in here and put like a headlight thing on here. There we go. Okay, so that's what it'll look like normally without the headlights on and stuff. We still have these orange lights here for some extra lighting, but yeah. We have a Reaver Slayer inbound on our position coming from the back of the ship, which worries me a little bit because I don't think our cannons will be able to face that way. Will they? Maybe the top ones will. But Reaver Slayer is inbound on our position. Yeah, these guys should be able to fight it as long as they don't hit that thing. All right, Reaver Slayer, welcome to your final fight, I guess. Man, that's gotta be scary as soon as I see those red lights flying out to meet them. I don't really know how much damage this stuff does because they always seem to fire a lot of shots and then nothing really happens. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what happens when you meet Bert for the first time. Yeah, that about sums it up. Excuse me, sir. That is somehow not damaging this. Do we have like friendly fire turned on or something? Huh. Now that is very strange. Oh, okay. It just took me running in front of it for it to be like, whoa, 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 okay, don't do that, please. looking around, we're not going to take Honk the Tonk because we can't get him up there. And even if we could, he's really heavy. We're not going to take this dude either. And we're not going to take anything that's in the museum either. So I think we have all the ships that we want to take, just the 3. We have our Welder Mark III, our Miner Mark III, and we also have our Ice Eater 9000. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good cast of ships. Last thing we need to do before we set off is just add some stuff to the base. You know, some materials, some ores. Not ores, but like refined things. So let's go to our actually, let me go to control panel and go to cargo. Okay, looking at all this, I think we have pretty much everything we need. I don't think there's any other component that I'm missing. We brought quite a few of them. One thing I do want to do, though, is build a gravity generator. I think that'll be a good idea to have. And how are we going to do this? Where will we put it? That's a good question. I guess it would make sense to put it in a centralized location, like here. You know what? I'm going to put it to the side, just under this stairs right here. And I think that'll be fine. I'll try and build it up. I don't know if that's going to go well. It went extremely well. Wow, we actually had everything we need. It only requires 6 gravity components. So for this, I'm going to do field depth is 150 meters, which is pretty good. Acceleration, we can go all the way up to 9.8, which is exactly what you want. That's the Earth acceleration. That's actually even less than it is here, because right here it's like probably, what's 9.8 times 1.2? I don't know, it's probably like 11 or 12, something like that. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. All right, everybody, I think we're almost ready to go. Sun is going down, and I guess take one last look at the base and see what we've accomplished. Well, we accomplished this for a second, and then it got unaccomplished very quickly by the Reaver sitting behind it, and the one that's down. Wait, whatever happened to this? There was a Reaver here. What happened to this guy? Did he despawn? I think one of them despawned. But anyway, I do feel a little bit bad leaving the base in a state of disrepair, but there's not much else we can do. The Reavers do keep attacking, and they keep doing damage to this stuff, even though we take them down eventually and they end up looking like that. But there's the iconic 3 pillars of power, or whatever they're called. These guys have been here since the start, which is pretty cool. I don't even know how this one's still up. What the heck? Wow. Actually, it'll be really cool. If you guys want, like, I'll probably put this world on the Steam Workshop. I'll probably make 2 versions of it. The first one, I'll try and clean everything up to make it look a lot nicer. You know, like all these broken bits, I'll try to repair them and then put it on the workshop as like a finalized, nice version. And then what I might do as well is I might come around here and make a second version where everything's kind of in a state of disrepair. Everything's rusty and looks all like that. So maybe if I find the inspiration, I'll do something like that. And I think that'd be extra cool if you played like a world where you based near here and then you have all these ruins from, you know, a random person who has long since retired and left on a big ark, a big ship. We haven't even named it. I can't believe it. What is it? It's a drone carrier. It carries drones. It could be the desert carrier, the Pertam carrier, the sand storm. I don't know. You know what? The sandstorm. That's generic, but I like it. Let's just call it the sandstorm because it's a sand colored ship and the storm is everything it's inside it. It brings the storm, it brings the thunder, it brings the heat. So we'll call it the sandstorm. The AMG for AndrewmanGaming Sandstorm. That sounds cool. All right, the ship is almost there. There's just a couple more things that we need to do before we can take off. A couple more things that we need to take care of. One of them I already did, which was add some upward facing thrusters. We were missing these, and in space that would be a huge problem. But the other is I'd like to add just a couple more weapons, not serious weaponry like we have here with the custom turrets, but more like basic little ones of these. So if I grab one of these, oh, I actually need some stuff. Let me go back to the base and grab some components here. Okay, I have enough for like, I don't know, 10 of these. Pretty much I want to litter the ship with these in just a couple of key places, like right here. Let's add one so that it can kind of shoot anywhere off there. We'll add just a couple more on the side, so maybe one right here. And we'll add another one maybe right here. So that'll give us some decent firepower on this side. And we'll do the same thing mirrored on the other side right here. Maybe we throw one right there and one right there. So that'll kind of take care of the back side of the ship. And then a couple on the bottom as well. So, okay, there we go. So we've got 3 on each side up top and 3 on each side on the bottom. And then 2 more back here. Now, the pain is that these have to be manually loaded, but they're going to help a little bit if we get attacked. And then also I've routed a little area that we can put a turret right here. If we can get a block weapon for that. I don't know what we firework launcher. Oh gosh, that's what they added in the anniversary thing. I've never actually used this before. Well, I guess we could throw entire custom turrets on this one. I added some lights on this one, by the way, because I think it looks cool. We could throw entire custom turrets on this if we want. That would be the easiest, because nothing really fits there, right? Oh my god, I haven't got my turrets made yet, and we're being attacked by something. A Reaver Berserker is attacking us. Let's get up to the cockpit, because that's where we can see the best, probably. Up we go. It's nighttime. We got this Reaver Berserker attacking. He is not going to know what hit us. Unfortunately, though, none of these turrets are active, but we do have those guys that should be active, and also the base turrets. So, Berserker, prepare to meet your maker. He's fired one. That is going to be a miss. Oh, we've got... Good lord, you cannot see him anymore. It's just red. Okay, here's the Berserker. I don't actually know if those turrets do much. There we go. Everything is engaging. We got missiles being fired. He's taking hits. And I think, yeah, he's gone. He's out of the sky. Please no friendly fire. Okay. Wow, that is lucky that he went down so quickly. Okay. We did actually get the custom turrets set up on that side of the ship. I'm just setting up the final one, which happens to be on the other side of the ship, which is this one over here. So custom turrets, let me just finish setting this up and I will show you guys what we've got. All right, all turrets are created and tested, so let's go check them out. If I come back here, we'll see what we have. So it's pretty much a carbon copy of this one right here, except without the little lights. Same sort of turret. I tested them, made sure they all work, and everything is good. So we now have 3 turrets on the back, so if anything dares attack us from the back, we will shred it. Let's go back in here, because there's something I want to do inside here before we leave as well, and it's pretty important. You might notice that I've placed a couple of gyros around here. We don't really have very many gyros on board the ship. We have a couple toward the front that I put in, but not too many, so I think it's a good idea to get some put in. So I put in how many? This is 1 2 3 4 5 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So I put 18 gyros in here, which is a lot of gyros, but I think we have the materials to build them. So let's go on a bit of a building spree and try and build all these. How many trips is it going to take? Oh gosh, each of these is going to probably take a couple trips. Yeah, they are. But luckily we have boxes right here, so it's not gonna be too bad. It's just gonna be a couple of back and forth. And for you guys, it can go very quickly because I can always just speed it up. So, in fact, let me do that. Speed it up in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh shoot, we have another Reaver coming in. Actually, okay, Ixnay on the Eid Spay. We're gonna deal with that Reaver here. It's a Reaver Impaler. I do not know what that means. Well, I know what impale means, obviously, but I don't know how that's going to affect us. So you know what? Let me fly up to our... I'm actually going to get into the weapon for this, just because Impaler sounds scary. Our base should start to get... Oh god, we got the lights facing him and everything. Base is engaging. Good. I need to wait until he's within like 1.2 or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but maybe like right here. Fire 1. That's too low. Oh shoot, it's pretty much dealt with already. Fire 2. That's too high. It's okay. It's being shredded by the rest of the base. I don't even think it's firing. I think it's just kind of spinning out of control now. Man. I guess I'll be able to fire again in like 10 minutes, but for now I'm gonna stay zoomed in on this camera. It's just kind of hovering there. Oh shoot, he's attacking Dune Power Bank. Looks like he's gonna do some damage to some of that stuff. We don't really have any defenses over there. So what we could do, you know what? I don't think we can hit him from here. He doesn't have a thing anymore, so we can't really see him either. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and do emergency attack mode. Oh wait, he crashed. Okay, we're fine with this. Okay, in that case. We're still doing emergency attack mode because I gotta deal with this stuff. I'm just gonna make sure that he's not gonna get up anytime soon.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
There we go. Okay, with that, I don't think he's going to be leaving anytime soon, which is exactly what I want. If he stays in this hole, we're fine. That's what was firing.
Inventory full.
There we go. We're not collecting any of that stuff. That's totally fine. I just want to make sure he's not going to hurt our stuff anymore. All right, back to the base. All right, and with that, we have all these built, I think. 5, yeah, we have 18 of these guys now, which is going to help. In total, how many do we have on board now? Probably, if I had to guess, probably like 30. Gyro, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. We have 35 gyros in total on the ship, and 18 of them are back here. We've got a couple toward the front as well. So I think that's gonna be pretty good for gyros. So yes, gyros are good. We've got a couple of turrets. All right, the last thing that we need to do is test out our little drones, because I wanna make sure that these things work before we get going. So we've got this drone right here and the other one on the other side. So in theory, once these guys are built, we should only have to click a single button on them, which would be our go timer. Okay, so in theory, if I click this go button, it should automatically, yeah, okay. So when I click that, it does go, and then it goes into combat mode right there. So that is good. And then if I go over here and click this button, it should automatically start printing another one. And let's see if that actually works. Okay, so this process works, and then if I come up here and I click the timer initialize again, I should be able to just trigger this one. That'll get it in initialize mode, and then that's gonna get the batteries started, and then once I'm ready, I should be able to just click timer go once again, and that should get them going. Trigger now. There we go. Okay, so it does work as intended, and boom, it's in combat mode. Now, I guess the only problem is that this stuff eats a lot of ammo. It really does. This thing on board has probably quite a bit. Yeah, so see right here, it eats so much ammo. I wish I could tell it to eat a little bit less than this. I honestly probably should turn off the cargo container so it doesn't steal ammo from it. Oh shoot, okay, it's engaging something. Let me turn my dampeners relative. Yeah, so okay, I guess we'll just let it go hang out and stuff. I mean, we're really testing it, and if it wants to go fight, then that's totally fine. Okay, so I need to make a lot more ammo because that thing eats like 200 ammo every single time. So I need to make sure I have a lot more than 200 ammo so that it doesn't, you know, eat it all. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. I think I went too close to that rotor and it was glitching out a little bit, so it smited me. Okay, let's go get our stuff again. I want to test out that side ship before we go as well, and then we'll be good. Okay, so this one uses the same sort of setup, so I should be able to go timer, initialize, hit that one, trigger now. How come you guys are all firing? I don't like that you guys are firing. You're gonna use up a bunch of power. Oh, this ship's a little bit flawed. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna modify this ship just a little bit. It's flawed because it doesn't start with the initialize. Should turn off the these thrusters, but in order to actually fix it, I need to modify it. All right, welcome back. This is the Mark IV version of the fighters. I've changed them both to look the same, pretty much. Now we had some thrusters and some batteries that weren't part of the group, so they weren't actually being affected. Also, our timers weren't doing the right thing, so now they properly turn the thrusters off and then on when we start. And I've also added some buttons in the back for quick access, so you can now hit a button here to do the initialization script, which sort of turns all the thrusters off and stuff. And then you can hit a button right here to start. To tell it to go. So yeah, you no longer have to do anything crazy. If you're running over here and you want it to go, just hit the green button and it'll fly off. I also removed the, there was a cargo container in there that was storing some stuff. What are you not able to build? Do we not have construction components on base? Is that what's happening here? I'm starting to think that is the case. I really don't think there's a prettier planet in the morning than Pertam, looking at the sun over the dunes. But yeah, let's start our pre-flight check. Before we do anything, let's hop into here and let's get these things both going. So hit this button right here to get it started, and we'll hit the other one as well. We do have a Reaver Butcher coming in, which we can't take off quite yet. We need to make sure everything is working before we do. Let's get that taking off right there. How big is the Butcher? Oh gosh. Oh, it's large. There's a storm coming. Do we want to take off before it gets here? We don't even have these loaded though. Maybe we do. How big is it? Where is it? It's over there. It's quite large. Okay, you know what? Let's get into our seat here, just in case we need to take off at the last second. I forgot where all the doors are. There's one right here. Boom, boom. Get me in. Get me in the seat. Hop in. Let's do a check here real quick. Okay, so we have 100% hydrogen. That's good. Let's go ahead and turn on our thrusters just in case. We've got things firing. The butcher. Okay. If we don't take it out quickly and it starts wrecking havoc, we're going to have to take off. But so far, it looks like we're handling it pretty well. That's very large. Come on, we need some hits. Can I hop into maybe... Oh my gosh, they're opening up in the back. Oh my gosh. I don't think it stands a chance. I was afraid because I hadn't seen the name before. I thought maybe it's big, but honestly, I think everything's handling it pretty well. Maybe I'll even go into my port stern custom GAT controller, and maybe I'll join the battle. Oh gosh. Actually, you know what? It has broken something on that, so I can't join the battle there. But no, it's falling. That's good. And there it goes. Oh man, I was worried we'd have to take off before doing our checks because it was huge, but no. Turns out our turrets are just fine at handling themselves. Okay, thrusters off. Let's hop back down, do our final pre-flight checks, make sure everything's loaded. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like these take MR50A ammo, and I don't have any of that, nor can I make any. We don't have any magnesium, so these are just for decoration as we take off. We're not going to sit around and grab more magnesium. Let's do our pre-flight checks, make sure all of our other weapons work, and then we'll be good to go. But before we prepare to set off, there's one final thing I want to do before we leave Pertam for good, and that is take a tour of everything we've accomplished in the last 3 years of this series. So let's get a nice little tour montage of the Pertam structures that we've got going on. Welcome back, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed that base tour. Let's get right back to our pre-flight checks so that we can get ready to leave this rock. Check number 1, it looks like our hydrogen is good. Let's do check number 2 and take a look at our batteries. I want to see any battery that's on this ship. Just make sure... it was pulling up bathroom. Just make sure these guys are at like full charge. Stored power 3.0, 3.0, 3.0. Yeah, okay, so it looks like all of our batteries are at full charge. Let's look at our reactor. Actually, I want to go in here. Make sure our reactor has uranium. It does indeed. Okay, let's do our weapon checks here. First and foremost, the artillery turret looks like this guy. Let's fire once. Does not have ammo. We can't fire. It does indeed have artillery shells, but it's not able to fire. And why is that? Oh, because it's probably on AI shoot. So you know what? We might not be able to control it. But if we were to go to mouse control and then control... No? Still no? Okay. Okay, I really don't know what's going on with our artillery turret, but I can't fire it. I'm having a lot of trouble firing it. I think it's because it's on AI shoot, but anytime I change it to one of these, it's also not firing. But I can see that in here it does have ammo, so it should be able to fire. Let me see if I have any luck with our assault cannon turrets. So I'll go ahead and control one of those. And no, yeah, we cannot fire. Why can't we fire these? Okay, I think there's something to do with these, with all these advanced features here that I don't understand, because I'm going into control and I'm trying to click to shoot, but nothing is happening. I think it requires a target or something. It doesn't say it doesn't have any ammo. It just says that there's no target. But if I look at my turret controllers, like the port custom auto cannon controller, though, I can actually go into this and shoot. You see that it just opens fire right there. These ones are a lot simpler. Port Gatling turret. There we go. Starboard auto cannon. We have an Ember up there. Sorry, wasn't aiming at you. Starboard Gat. Stern port side Gatling. There we go. Stern starboard side Gatling. Check. And stern central Gatling. Check. Okay, all of our custom turrets are working. These interior ones here are just for show because we don't have ammo in them. And then these other ones there, the ones on the front, the big guns, in theory they work. They have ammo. I just don't know. There's something with the AI stuff that's, you know, bugging that out. So I'm hoping that it works on its own. I think it was firing at the Reavers anyway, so. Next up, I'm gonna do an ammo check. So let's go to I named our ammo containers in a specific way. We have 3 ammo containers, all loaded with ammo. They're a little bit low on these, so let me fill them back up here real quick. So let's go. Okay, next up we have to go down to the drone thing. We printed them earlier, but we need to make sure we hit the initialization button on them so that they start powering up and stuff, because that turns all their batteries to power mode. Oh gosh, I forgot how to get there. I think I have to go down here. The ship is it's a bit of a maze, but it's my maze and I like it. I just got rid of a lot of oxygen, my bad. But yeah, we can go to, oh, this one actually never created the button for go mode. Okay, that's okay. I can tell it to go manually. Okay, so it looks like this actually has to stay printing for a little bit longer in order for that to do it. Okay, the other one did get its button printed, so that's good. Let's hit the initialization button. Okay, there we go. You can tell it's initializing because all of the batteries are in recharge mode. This one actually did not do it, so we have to hit it again. There we go. Maybe you have to hit it twice. I don't know why that would be the case, but it looks like that is the case. Okay. With the drones ready to go, let's go ahead and get back to our cockpit and we'll be ready to go. I'm gonna use this route up here. Into here. Close that behind me. And then over here. Man, the ship is... the ship looks so cool from here. Up in here. And finally, up the stairs, we go into the cockpit and enter. Okay, everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and turn on our thrusters. Make sure that they're all working. We've got our side thrusters working. Check. Bottom ones, check. Front ones, check. And side ones, check. And back ones, check. And top ones, check. All of them check. We have a bunch of checks. Okay, finally, let's, not finally, actually, let's click our this. So we're disconnected. So we're now no longer connected to the base. In theory, it's actually not changing color there, even though we're technically disconnected. Let me make sure that that's the case. Yeah, okay, so it looked green from up there, but no, it is actually yellow. We are disconnected. Cool. Finally, I need to blueprint this ship. So let's go over here, and we have already named it the AMG for AndrewmanGaming Sandstorm, because it looks like a sandstorm sort of. So let's go ahead and blueprint this guy, and I don't think it'll blueprint the entire base, but we'll make sure. AMG Sandstorm, there we go. Number of blocks, 5,705. That's a lot of blocks. Required DLC, basically all of them. That's funny. Okay, and that there was the last step before we take off. So, with everything done and ready, I don't know why you're aiming at the ground. That's a little bit odd, but you know what? You do you. I think we're finally ready to leave Pertam behind. Okay, it lagged for a second. I thought there might be a Reaver. So everybody take a look. One last look over the dunes. One last look of the fort up there. One last look of the base down below. The base in disrepair. It's time to leave this rock. Let's head back to the cockpit and let's get out of here. You know, it'd be really cinematic if a Reaver attacked us right now before we leave. I don't think it's gonna happen because we did get the Berserker a little bit ago, but that would be kind of interesting. But who knows, one might attack us in space and then we'll be able to really test out our stuff. What we weren't able to test though is how these drones right there react at speed. So I really don't know how that's gonna play out. What I will do though is I'll press G, I'll go to my timer go, grab my go ones and put them on here. So we have trigger now for that one and we have trigger now for that one. Okay, everybody, we are ready to take off. Let's go into first person for this. Let's press we have thrusters turned on. Let's press number 7 to unlock from the grid. I'm gonna tap 8 and tap it again so that we're no longer connected to the base. And let's actually go in third person for this because this looks cooler. There we go. Everybody, we are now detached from the base. Let's take off. There we go. Leaving behind the base. Goodbye, base. It's been a pleasure. We've been here for 3 years, though. I think it's time to take our leave. We're going forward for now. I want to just fly over this stuff here for a second, and then we'll start going up. So in first person, we can't really see much of anything. We can see the ship and what's in front of us, but you can't see the base below, which is what's really cool. Actually, we could hop out, though. Everything's firing at something. Probably some ships down there. But if we hop out, we do actually have quite a nice view. This is actually pretty cool. There's Pertam below us. The dune power bank, you can just see a little bit of it down there as we fly over it, and the base right there. All right, everybody, it's time to start going up. Let's go toward our thing up there. Now we're gonna have to use the bottom thrusters because those back 3 thrusters are not powerful enough to send us up into the sky. They can only propel us forward. So once we get a little bit farther out into the atmosphere, maybe we can angle ourselves up so we can actually see where we're going. But for now, we're just gonna go straight up. And we're gonna visit our little base up there before we leave the series off for good. So let's get some decent speed, maybe about 100 meters per second, and let's kind of keep it at that. So let's look around as well as we do it. There goes our base. There's our shadow. Oh my God, look how big our shadow is on the ground. Oh, there it goes. It's now a little dot. We gotta be careful not to hit some of these asteroids above us, but I think we'll be good. We're already lowering our P gravity, 0.91. It's going very quickly. I'm gonna stay around 100 meters per second. And once we get to about 0.20 maybe, we can probably start angling ourselves forward. Luckily, I don't think the first asteroids are for quite a bit, so we should be good. Look at that array of stuff right there. Oh man, what a beautiful view of the moon right there. Take a couple screenshots so that we have them. We've used about 20% of our hydrogen, but that's the most work that we have to do is leaving the heavy gravity pool that is down there. Can we still see our shadow? I don't know. We can still see everything else though, which is kind of cool. Actually, here's one fun thing. Let's let ourselves kind of speed a little bit here. And let's go into here. Let's go into remote access. And can we access... let me look at our... Hang on. Can I go into antenna? Can I bump that radius all the way up right there? And then let me see if I can access some of this stuff. Static grid. Which one are we getting closer to? What are you? What am I looking at? Oh, I connected to a camera back on the base. I'm trying to connect to the the base above us. West antenna. Oh, wait, this is interesting. We've got west antenna relay, south antenna relay, but we had 3. Where the heck is our other antenna relay? That is a mystery. I think we're gonna have to find out. Since I went into the camera and went back, we lost all of our sound for these thrusters, which is really weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we just have to exit and re-enter. Okay, we continue going straight up. Oh snap, we got a Reaver Crimson Tormentor. That's actually very large. It's 3 kilometers away and it's massive. Where's our best fighting chance? On the side right there, I think. It is gonna attack us, so you know what I'm gonna go ahead and do? I'm gonna try and launch one of these guys. So let's hit, maybe let it get a little closer. I think that's probably good. Hit the buttons, see if they go out. Whoa, what the heck? They got stuck. They're having a little bit of trouble escaping. Maybe if I help them out a little bit. Oh man, they're exploding. Okay, they're having a little bit of trouble. There we go, that one got out. Let's see if that helps. Oh, that's massive. What the heck is that? Is it like a boss? Oh, shoot. Dodge, dodge, bob and weave, bob and weave. I need all my custom turrets to start firing. What the heck is that? Oh my lord. Okay, we have escaped it, kind of. Okay, go forward. Everything engage, please. Good lord. We're gonna try and evade as much as we can. Okay, I'm gonna go back in here and tell this to try and print more. I don't know if it's gonna help any, but okay, have we escaped it? It lost its antenna for sure. So we did some good work. How are our turrets looking? Decent, but we're getting hits on the bottom. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and outrun it because it is too big for us to fight. So everything, fire, we're going up. We're escaping. We're getting out of here, man. I hope it gets sucked away by Pertam. Honestly, if we went close enough to Pertam, we'd probably get away from it because the gravity well is so much in Pertam. We need to be really careful though because we've lost a lot of our thrusters in the bottom. Keep an eye out for asteroids right there. How are you? Okay, we are actually escaping it. That's good. Keep going, keep going. We can try and hide from it. Let's go antenna, boom, off. And let's see if we can hide from it. Asteroids, okay, we're good. Let's start slowing ourselves down here as we're escaping the gravity. We're gonna go visit our little base there, which is next to an asteroid. Yeah, okay, so he's all the way down there. He might not be able to find me. Although he does look like he's getting larger, so we need to be very careful here. I don't know. Let's turn ourselves to face that base right there. If we can slow down, we're having a little bit of trouble. We're going very fast in the upward direction, which worries me a little bit. But let's turn ourselves so that we're facing our base, and we're gonna go and visit it. Okay, we're finally coming to a stop here. We took some major damage, but our target is right there in front of us where we're trying to head. So let's head back that way, and we should be good. Most of the damage that we took is on the bottom there, which worries me a little bit, but it should be fine. Now, what I was worried about, it did actually end up happening. Our little ships weren't able to get out of here because we were going at a certain speed. So as soon as they left, they pretty much lost their dampening to us and just kind of crashed into the walls. So that could probably be fixed by making them, if I had them kind of go out the back, then they'd be able to go as we were going forward or something like that. Or if I had them come out the bottom, they'd be able to go as we went upward. I don't know, that's a tough one to fix. But I think, you know, if given a second chance at this, I probably would find a way to make that work a little bit better. All right, let's get down to our base over there. That is the boss right there. You can still kind of see him down there. And he's just kind of chilling, which I think is good. We killed his antenna. We turned off our antenna so that he doesn't, you know, find us. And I think I'm fine taking a stalemate on that fight. Neither of us are destroyed, but we both live to fight another day. Okay, let's get to this base right here, and we'll visit it. All right, we're just pulling up into this base 2 kilometers away, and we're coming in a little bit slowly because I don't want to hit it. Let's try and stay a little bit. Now, this base is actually in the P gravity, so we have to be a bit careful. But it also has weapons. So in the case that little boss thing, which is over there, I think that little thing is it. In case it comes after us, we will be, you know, somewhat safe at least. Okay, let's come in from the top here, and we'll visit this base. I want to visit Rigatoni 1.5 before we set off, never to see this area again. Oh my gosh, it's fitting. Look, there's magnesium there. If we need more ammo, there it is. Oh, the red light on the wall looks really cool. All right, there we go. This is where we're gonna hide from from that little boss dude. All right, let's hop out. There's our space base right there with our custom weapons and stuff. Let's go out. Which way do we want to use? You know what? Let's use our big hangar because we do have it. Why not? Let's go ahead and use it. Where does this way lead? Okay, this way leads down here. Make sure my helmet's on there because we are in space after all. All right, let's fill up everything and then we'll do our hangar eject air sequence. All right, there we go. It's pulling out the air. That's on and open. You know, I don't actually have a staircase up here that allows me to go. I guess this is meant for ships though, not necessarily people. And there we are. The beautiful space base. Let's go ahead and visit this guy before we leave for the rest of the series. Oh man, I forgot how cool this place looks with these windows and everything. We have little connectors here, but something tells me this would be a tough one to connect to the base. Let's go inside. Oops, I vented all the air. My bad. Hope no one was inside. And we can see this now from our cool little lights and stuff, or from our cool little windows. Rigatoni 1.5! Hey, how's it going? You know, if that boss comes back, we'll just use Rigatoni 1.5 and let him deal with it. But there we go. Rigatoni, I've forgotten about you. I could always put the little door script on this guy. Yeah, so if we needed magnesium, we could come over here and grab some, but I don't think we do. I think we're just gonna head off into the stars and call it a series because you know what? This video is getting a little long. I expect this one to be like an hour plus, by the way, because we've done so much in this episode, and it's the last one. So you know what? Who cares about timing? Let's hop on board our ship for one last time and head off into the stars. Say hello to the space base and comment below, especially if you want to. Oh, what the heck? Hang on. What is that? Did we? Oh, we made rooms in there. Oh my gosh, I gotta visit them. Okay, I absolutely forgot about this entire place. Oh my gosh, we have a giant hangar in this place. Oh my lord. This place is massive. What the heck? I forgot. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like earlier this year, but I forgot about all of this stuff that we did. Massive room over here. And then, oh, I think you go this way actually to get to the hangars. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, we've got to build a space base again in the future. Let me know if you want to see it in the comments below. Like another space base. We've got the room. And there we go. Beautiful view of Pertam from this one. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. What's the other room look like? Yeah, okay, other room's got like a bigger couch, but not a view. I guess it's you give and take. All right, but anyway, now it's actually time for us to take our leave. So let's hop back on board, hit this button to start the sequence up, let that thing do its thing, and let's head back to the cockpit of the ship. And let's, I guess we're just gonna gun it straight. Let's just go straight and up, I guess, that way. Let's let it go, and base, it's been a pleasure, but it's time for us to go see what lies beyond in the stars. All right, everybody, this is where we are going to end this series. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a 3-year-long series. I did not intend for it to go that long, but you know, every time I thought about stopping it, there was always something else for us to do. So it did end up going for that long. I'll go into third person for a second here. But all these things, the ship, the world, it's all going to be in the description on the workshop in case you want to try it out. This ship is of course going to be repaired 100%. Well, don't you aim at me. What are you doing? That's not good. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna let you stay there and aim at me. If it follows me when I go outside, I swear. But anyway, with the end of one series like this one comes the start of another one. We are ending this one on purpose at around the end of this year, the end of 2023. So I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to try and do another series that's going to go for a year. So we're probably going to have a 2024 series and then a 2025 one when that comes around. I think it'd be cool to do yearly series with like different themes or something like that. So with that, let me know in the comments what you want to see in the next series, which is going to start in 2024. Do you want to see a combat focused series, which this one was kind of a little combat? Do you want to see like a cool ideas sort of series where we do kind of interesting things that like, is that a big asteroid? That is. Where we do interesting things like build giant buildings, make things that are cool, kind of like what we did with this little room over here, if I can find it. You know, interesting stuff like this. Or do you want to see a sort of mixed series where we do a little bit of everything? Just let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Anything I haven't mentioned, anything like that. I'll probably put a community post up with a poll later to vote on that for the next series. In addition to that, there will probably be one bonus episode of this series. So an episode, I don't know, we might call it bonus or maybe episode 63 or something. This series is officially over, but the bonus episode would be something like someone wanted to see this ship compared to Big Red, which is the first ever large ship that I built. So we might do a side-by-side comparison, check them out, check out what they're capable of and that sort of thing. We might also do some analysis of the series. We might, you know, for instance, one of our relays is lost. It for some reason doesn't pop up. We might go and try and find out what happened to that in like a little bit of a bonus episode. So if you want to see that, let me know. It'll probably be coming after this one at some point. And then finally, of course, you know, I mentioned everything here is going to be on the description or on the workshop in the description, so check it out. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode and this entire series. So let me know what you think of it and everything as a whole. Did you like the series? Did you get lost, you know, a little bit along the way and come back? Or, you know, how did you feel about the entire series? Because it'll play into what the heck? Oh, that's an asteroid. Wow. Okay, that was scary. But we are going into an asteroid field. That is a little worrying. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of it. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you disliked it, feel free to hit the dislike button. Put all your comments and your suggestions down below in the comments section below. And I will see you all in the next series that we do in the future, once we reach wherever we're going. I hope we navigate this asteroid field. See you guys later. Have a nice day. Goodbye.